abatulaba ku Soul TV mwebala okubanga mukyatwekumiddeko kubyedala ku makya nga tukyali wano ku Ekololo nga tugenda maaso n'okubanga tubatuusaako empaka eza CDF Interforces Drill ez'omulundi ogwokubiri oba oyinza okugiyita second edition nga wetwogerera ekitundu ekisooka kiwedde era nga mubadde mulaba groups ez'enjawulo zibadde groups nga mukaaga nga muno mwe mubadde Air Force ova okuba ekitongole kiva mu magye mubadde ekitongole ekikuuma omukulembeze w'eggwanga ekya Special Forces Command nakyo kyoleseza wano of course emisono b'obukolyo obw'amagye ate ne waliwo ekitongole ekya First Infantry Division nakyo kyoleseza waliwo ekitongole ekisinza okukyamula naddala abantu abaza okubanga balaba drill zino ekya department eya women ey'abakyala eyo nayo esinza okukyamula abawagizi oba abantu bonna abaze okubanga bagoberera drill zino. Then waliwo ne 5th Infantry Division naye baddewo, then wabaddewo ne Air Force bayita Air Force abadde ab'ennyonyi nabo babaddewo, so badde muziraba naye abantu babadde beebuuza kati kiki ekiddako kubanga balengerako ku competition ezize zibeerawo mu divisions ez'enjawulo kubanga kati tiimu ze ziri wano ze zayise mu division kati ze finals kati ze bagenda okubanga balondera baani oba division ki esobodde okubanga esinga mpaka zino. So okusinziira ku report sofa eriwo division ezisoba mu mukaaga nga bwe nkugambye nti ziramaze okubanga baperforminga era nga eyasoose yabadde performance eyaba military kuva mu military then ekuddako eya Directorate of Women Affairs egye mbadde mbagamba ekyasinza okukyamula abantu wano, ekuddako eya Air Force Eagle beyita Eagle kubanga batambulira nnyo mu nnyonyi waggulu, then ekubaako 3rd Infantry Division, ekubaako SFC Alpha ekitongole ekikuuma omukulembeze w'eggwanga, then ekubaako 5th Infantry Division. Kati ewedde ekigenda okubanga kiddako ba judges bagenza okubanga bawummulamuko kati session egenda okubanga eddako eyo session eya culture egenda kubeera ya culture, bagenda kubanga balaga cultures ez'enjawulo okuviira ddala mu areas ze bagenda okubanga bava era nga ku makya twabagambye nti waliwo division eyavudde ekibiri ekivudde e Masaka ekigenda okubanga kibalaga ku Maganda, waliwo abavudde mu bitundu ebyokumambuka bagenda kubanga babalaga ofcourse bigenda kubanga bitambula n'ebitala bingi. Njagalako kwogerako ku bantu abamu bagenya byenalabyeko wano, ndabyeko National Vice Chairman Wajira Michael Tota Kaguta y'omu ku babaddewo, then bw'oba wakatwegatako omugenyi akiikidde omugenyi omukulu ye Deputy CDF Lieutenant General Sam Okiding, anabyeko ba ministers ab'enjawulo n'abagenyi abalala bakola basobola okubanga bajja, of course ne Minister owa Defense naye waali Honorable Kidio Wakiwanuka naye waali ne ba ministers bangi abalala, nabyeko abalala okuva mu kisinde ekya Patriotic League of Uganda abaddewo n'abalazeeko ku Security Legion w'ekisinde kino Honorable Twala Fadil naye waali, ndabyeko Musumba Lozias Bujima naye waali, n'abalala bangi ndabyeko n'akulira ebyokulonda mu kibiina ekya National Resistance Movement Dr. Tanga Odoyi naye waali, n'abalala bangi abazze wano lunaku olwaleero. Njagala kutambulako bansobola okutambulako ngendeko ku ewa National Vice Chairman Nwajira Michael Toyota sooke mubuuzeko kubanga tubadde tuludde okubeerako naye nabo basobola okubanga atubuulira enteekateeka zino zo nga ye azoogera coach ez'omulundi guno ogwokubiri eza competitions oba eza CDF Interforces Drill competitions. Njala ntambuleko nsobola okubanga mutuukako asobola okubanga ayogerako n'eri abantu bonna bagenda maaso n'okubanga batulaba ku Soul TV. Remember ye National Vice Chairman ow'ekisinde ekya Patriotic League of Uganda, tusobola kubanga omwebalama kubanga be bazuukuse ne bagamba nti ku mulundi guno bagenda kubanga ate batambuza omulamwa ogw'okutambuza oba okugoba ogw'okulwanyisa enguzi mu ggwanga. So volaba ebiseera bino byogenda so n'okubanga otulaba ojja kunzikiriza
These combined band services is comprising of service and bands and tactical formations of PDF, most notable of which are the Land Forces Band, the Air Forces Band, the Special Forces Band, 01 Division, 2 Division, 3 Division, 5 Division, Upper Division, which have combined effort today in their service to the country through music. A job they have well done for the last 6 years, noting that the UPDF Band is one of the oldest units in Uganda's military history, both in post-independence and modern Uganda. And what we're witnessing now is that the combination of the bands are disassociating scientifically, and out of which they'll be able to team up together again to give up a formation which we shall be explaining its meaning in due course. In their service to the country through music, the UPDF Band also does not forget its cardinal constitutional mandate, being members of the Defense Forces as enshrined in the Constitution of Uganda 1995. And this band demonstration is exactly what will be brought out the relationship between the National Music Service and the cardinal constitutional duty of the members of the Defense Forces. As you can see, the young men and women who are highly trained in these musical instruments, plus the combinations of the flags of the various formations of the UPDF, signaling the relationship between the service to the country through music and the cardinal obligations, constitutional obligations of the members of the Defense Forces. There comes a time when, during this time, as such,
ebinyigiriza abantu okulaba nga byensobola obigonjoola ate nga nsuubiza byonna tugenda bigonjoola ebibi okulaba nga abantu balina eddembe benjoyinga eggwanga lyabwe nga tulina CDF waffe chairman waffe wa PLU buli kimu kyonna kigenda kubeera mu butebenkevu. Tetukyagala abantu okunyigirizibwa, tetukyetaaga abantu okweyisa nga batali bannayuganda oba bannayuganda okulaba ate nga banyigirizibwa. Buli nsonda yonna, buli kikwata ku ddembe ly'omuntu tulina okulaba nga tukirongoosa.
Eyanza tuyanzege chairman akadde kotuwadde atulaba ku Soul TV mujja kunzikiriza sobole okubanga mbazaayo ate ku mukolo ogenda mu maaso nabagambye nti culture zo zigenda kubanga zitandika so mujja kunzikiriza for now sobole okubanga mbazaayo ate ku cultures ezigenda mu maaso. Tuva ku Soul TV tutagenda maaso n'okubanga tubatuusako omukolo guno.
And in the command of the band are the commanders from the various formations, Lieutenant Simpson Aloyo from Land Forces, Lieutenant De Gracias Bagole from 01 Division. Chief guests, sir, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, what we're witnessing is that the representations of all the UPDF operational and tactical formations are now moving forward to signal the precedence that is taken when the constitutional obligations of the members of Defense Forces is to be embraced. There are about 18 flags representing all the participating teams in the second edition of the CTF Inter-Forces Drills Competition here today. And the disassociation they are creating is a circle which signals that in case of danger, the policy, the theory of the combined arms doctrine applies in engulfing and surrounding the enemy so that the enemy is found and fixed, dealt with, subdued, and so that the enemy's appetite for causing disorganization or misguided ambition is immediately dealt with. So that circle means with the strength and with the combat operability of the UPDF now, in the combination of all the formations, in the combined arms doctrine, we can engulf the enemy from left, right, center, and back. And by that, the country can return to tranquility in case it recedes to instability. The back and forth movements in that circular formation signals that through our combined capabilities of all those flags representing units, the enemy can be surrounded, subdued, and his or her appetite for misguided ambition can be immediately dealt with. So now the combination of the UPDF services and formation units are surrounding, engulfing, finding and fixing the enemy, dealing with the problem, such that peace, tranquility can prevail, not only in Uganda, but can also be exported to other regional and African sister and brother states. For insecurity anywhere is a threat to security everywhere. So we deal with insecurity wherever it arises, when the constitutional duty takes precedence over other duties. After having demonstrated that through combined arms doctrine and through the combined power of all the formations units combined, the enemies have been subdued, that ring of combat readiness can now be dissolved and other state duties to continue in the period of tranquility and peace all over the country. The circular formations are now preparing to dissolve the combined arms doctrine for peace and tranquility to prevail, so that other duties can now resume as before. That is a simple representation of a withdrawal after having subdued the enemy who would have been surrounded, found and fixed for the population and the very able Ugandans to continue thereabout by their businesses. The combinations of our units and formations will now prepare to resume their position behind the band for the band to now proceed to demonstrate their conventional comparative advantage with other conventional band teams in which they confer in national service to the country through music. And as you might know, the UPDF personnel here operating these instruments are highly qualified, having attained both national and conventional qualifications in operating these instruments. And shortly after, they will demonstrate their conventional reliability in the field of artisanal music, which skills they have now translated into service to their country through music. They will now move forth to form a conventional musical sign, which is used all over the world to denote music. Music as a source of life, music as a food for the soul, music as one of the oldest professions in the history of mankind. Music as is being sustained by the UPDF band in modern times. Music as a food for the soul, music as a creator of knowledge, more than all other philosophical adventures. Music is the greatest creator of knowledge in modern times. People talk, speak, think, and discover through music. The combination of the operation and tactical bands are now moving forward to form and demonstrate and display a conventional symbol of music used all over the world by national bands, musicians, and those to whom music makes sense. Chief guests, sir, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the conventional sign for music is now taking shape, and for those of you who might not be in the know, the conventional sign for music is a lyre. The lyre which was used by David in the biblical history to help King Saul in the books of prophets and judges. That's where we trace the origin of music in biblical times. And the lyre is a conventional symbol for conventional music. And thereby the symbol will be coming out straight for everybody to see. Wherever that symbol is displayed, music lives. Music is live here in Colorado today. Music lives in the UPDF, and music is there for all of us. In times of peace, in times of tranquility, in times of development, music accompanies our lives. The band will now play in accompaniment of this day to thank God for all this providence to us throughout these days of our lives. A simple hymn in thanksgiving for this day. The hymn is found in the Anglican hymnal. It is called God Behold Thee. For all those who are Christians and believers, it is found in the Anglican hymnal of the Church of Uganda and even in the Roman Catholic hymn books all over the world. That hymn, for those who are conversant with the church and with divinity, it is for God in thanksgiving for his providence to us throughout our days of our life, for having gifted us with public service, with defending our country on behalf of others who would have chosen other self-benefiting ventures such as businesses, but we have chosen to defend our nation, lay our life on line for others to live. We thank God for such bold decisions we have taken. Behold the end of the presentation. The band will now disassociate to resume its normal position for the official program of the second edition to continue right after here. Thank you, and thank you very much. On the last part of the demonstration is acrobatic shows by one of our best drum majors on the continent. A young soldier who has maintained his momentum in public service all through for the last many years. His momentum has been the same in serving his country through music. He's now entertaining our guests with simple acrobatic before the band resumes its position for the official program to continue on the second edition of the CDF Interforces Drills Competition. A round of applause for the combinations of the different bands. Thank you, and thank you very much.
As the band marches off the ground, all teams, you are required to form up. All teams, upon the parade commander, we form up. Hapa, sehemu band imetoka ndio sehemu tunasimama. Form up, form up, form up, form up. Let it be quick. Ili tuweze tukasikiliza matokeo kwa vyenye tulifanya. Form up, form up, form up, form up. Tunafoma hapo hapo. Let's form up quickly. Those standing behind, I can see JSF Water Brigade Group and SFC. We are forming up here. Not on the other side. Here. Here. Form up is here. Yes, sir. I form up. Form up. Team leaders, let's hurry up. As team leaders, you are requested to bring those forms, the corporate forms. You can bring them to me. They are needed now. So bring and submit them to me here so that they can be worked on. Formation form up. Haraka sana. All formations, those standing behind. Those standing behind, please come and form up. Team leaders, kuna fomu zimepewa za manunguniko. Can you please bring them back here? First division, I'm not seeing here. Second div, you're nowhere to be seen. Air Force, siwaoni, muko wapi? Special Forces Command, where are you? Form up, military police. Sub-Major First Division. Hurry up.
United,
hurry up.
With every step.
Second division, I'm not seeing you here.
African pride from the
First div.
To the savannah.
You're missing, hurry up, form up.
From the mountains to the sea, we stand as one. United we march. For the motherland, we've won. We drill and we train through rain and shine. Our bonds grow stronger, our will.
Form up, hurry up.
We are the brave.
Harakisha.
UPDF, our sacrifice and bravery, our hearts will not divide. United we march with every step. Our African pride from the Sahara to the savannah we connect. From the mountains to the sea, we stand as one. United we march for the motherland, we've won. CDF leading the charge, we march. Together we'll move.
Hurry up.
Our drill, a showcase of might. United we'll shine.
Marine, where are you? Marine, I'm not seeing you.
United we march
5 deep,
with every step.
2nd Division,
Our African
JS Headquarter Brigade Group.
to the savannah we connect.
So I want to form up.
To the sea we stand as one. United we march for the motherland. We won. To the glory we ascend. Our unity and strength will never end. We'll keep on marching as one, and united we stand.
Team leaders, you were given the complaint forms. I said you bring them back to me here. You are delaying the process. Team leaders, ile form ya manunguniko, please you bring them to me here. Bila hiyo Detare Center haiwezi kaendelea kufanya kazi. Team leaders, please, you bring back the complaint forms. You are delaying the exercise.
Thank you very much. Our parade commander, our distinguished guests, thank you for being with us since morning up to this point.
Thank you.
The competing teams have already done their part. They came here and demonstrated their skills. The judges were there watching keenly every movement they made, and they have awarded the marks accordingly. We are now preparing to enter into the second phase of today's session of the CDF Interforces Drill Competition 2026. And this will involve speeches. The first speaker will be the chairperson of the implementation committee and also the joint staff training and doctrine in UPDF, Major General Wycliffe Keita. He will be followed by the chief judge or umpire, Lieutenant General Nakibus Lakara, who will give his remarks and speak on behalf of the judges and announce the winning teams. We will have remarks by the representative of the CDF, the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces and Inspector General, Lieutenant General Sam Okiding, who will thereafter invite the Honorable Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Honorable Kirowa Chwanka, to come and address this gathering and thereafter close the function. So today has been a very exciting afternoon, the second edition of the CDF Interforces Drill Competition. This is still part of the formal process, and the parade commander, Major Kaganda, has taken charge, but we are still moving on as scheduled. Thank you very much, Parade Commander. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this morning and afternoon, we are also privileged to be joined by some of our friends from near and afar, and we recognize the presence of defense attaches in our midst from the United States of America, from the Republic of South Africa, from the Republic of Kenya, from the Republic of South Sudan, from the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, and from France, and all the others. We welcome you, and we are very privileged to have you in our presence. Thank you very much. We also have our visitors from the corporate world who joined us here. We welcome you all. The political leaders present here, especially those from the National Resistance Movement and the Patriotic League of Uganda, we recognize your presence, and all the Wananchi. Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go into the second phase of today's session. We've already witnessed the demonstration of drill of different types. And it is important to note that military drill is far more than the precise and choreographed movement of troops, which we saw earlier here on parade by the different teams. Military drill is a fundamental part of military training. It helps to instill discipline, sharpen attention to detail, and strengthen coordination, cooperation, and teamwork. And we are happy that this new culture is taking root. This is our second edition, and there should be another one next year. The other point on military drill is that it helps to develop confidence, build unity among the participating teams and the forces, and brings to the fore the ability of the teams and troops to respond promptly and effectively to command. Our guests, ladies and gentlemen, what you saw here as military drill and organization is representative of the larger and modern organization of militaries. That is why here we have all the formations and services of UPDF represented, the land forces, which has several elements in terms of the divisions participating, the Special Forces Command, the Air Force. I'm not sure we have elements of the Reserve Force here, but all the others are here. I request the chairperson of the Implementation Committee and also the Joint Staff Training and Doctrine, Major General Wycliffe Keita, to prepare and give us some welcome remarks and get us started with the second phase of this afternoon session of the CDF Interforces Drill Competition 2026. As we wait for General Keita, military drill is like the arts and the music. Even those who are not necessarily uniformed, and
who is at the same time the guest of honor, represented by the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces and Inspector General. The senior government officials present on this occasion, the IGP, the Commissioner General, Prisons, the Director ISO, the service chiefs, the Chief of Joint Staff, heads of UPDF strategic institutions, formation commanders, distinguished general officers, senior officers from sister security institutions, members of the steering committee and implementation committee of the CDF Interforces Drill Competitions, the chief umpire and the panel of umpires, commanders and staff officers, officers, men and women of the UPDF and other security agencies, members of the clergy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Guests of honor, sir, my names are Major General Wycliffe Keita. I'm the Joint Staff Training and Doctrine, but I'm standing here in the capacity as the Chairman Implementation Committee of the Chief of Defense Forces Interforces Drill Competition. As Chairman of the Implementation Committee, allow me on the outset to welcome the Minister of Defense and Veterans Affairs, all the ministers and members of government here, our chief guest represented by the Deputy CDF and Inspector General, our senior leaders, invited guests, participating teams, and all of you who are gathered here for the finale of the second edition of the Chief of Defense Forces Inter-Forces drill competitions. We are deeply honored by your presence. Guest of honor, sir, today marks the culmination of a demanding journey that has brought together formations, services, and units of the UPDF in a test of discipline, precision, teamwork, creativity, endurance, and military excellence. This competition is much more than marching drills. It is one of the most visible expressions of military discipline. It develops attention to detail, responsiveness to command, confidence, cohesion, and pursuit of excellence. During the first edition, the Chief of Defense Forces challenged us to understand excellence beyond the parade square. His guidance was clear. The standard demonstrated in a drill must translate into how we fight, how we train, how we maintain our equipment, how we administer our institutions, and look after the welfare of the officers, militants, and their families. Guest of honor, sir, the second edition has therefore sought to consolidate one of the central philosophies, which is excellence as a culture of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. 18 teams entered this competition. After a demanding preliminary stage, 6 teams emerged with the highest aggregate score to compete in today's final. The standards have been impressive, with significant improvement in precision, coordination, turnout, command, confidence, and creativity. Today, we competed under different formations and services colors, but throughout the competition, we maintained united by one uniform, one institution, and one mission. Guests of honor, sir, allow me briefly acknowledge the leadership of the Chief of Defense Forces. This competition bears the vision and his insistence that the UPDF must continuously raise its standards. Under his leadership, training has received a renewed emphasis. Discipline and standards have remained central to the military effectiveness. Warfare has become a critical command responsibility, and commanders have been challenged to think, innovate, and act. For those of us with training and doctrine responsibilities, the leadership and the CDF has given us direction, responsibility, and the confidence to pursue excellence in the interest of the entire force. Guests of honor, sir, on a personal note, allow me express my profound gratitude for the confidence placed in me through my recent promotion to the rank of Major General. I received this promotion with honor, with humility, and renewed sense of responsibility. The best way I can repay that confidence is through greater commitment, harder work, and faithful execution of my duty. Guests of honor, sir, as we celebrate the UPDF today, we also remember that we stand on the foundation laid by the generations before us. Through courage, sacrifice, and devotion to our country, they built and preserved this institution. Our responsibility, therefore, is to preserve what they built, improve upon it, and hand it over even stronger to the next generation that will come after us. The character of warfare is changing rapidly. Technology, unmanned systems, cyber capabilities, artificial intelligence, and information warfare are reshaping the battlefield. Yet the fundamentals of soldiering remain constant, i.e. discipline, cohesion, readiness, obedience to lawful commands, attention to detail, and the confidence in one another. These are precisely the attributes that drill cultivates. The parade square is therefore not detached from the battlefield. The habits of precision, teamwork, and discipline demonstrated during this competition are the same habits that underpin success in operations. Guest of honor, sir, as the head of the implementation committee, I want to take this honor to thank the steering committee headed by our Deputy Chief of Defense Forces and Inspector General for the strategic guidance. I want to thank the implementation committee for translating that guidance into action, and the chief umpire and the panel of umpires for safeguarding fairness, professional standards, and all commanders and instructors, coordinators and supporters for the support and effort you rendered to make this competition possible. All the 18 participating teams drawn from all the services of UPDF, I want to congratulate you. You all have contributed to raising the standards across the Uganda People's Forces. To the 6 finalists, you earned your place on this final stage and represented your formations and services with distinction. You competed hard, demonstrated professionalism, and upheld the spirit of healthy military competition. There will be trophies awarded, there is no doubt about that. But the greater victory will belong to the Uganda People's Defense Forces in every participant returning to his or her formation determined to demand and uphold the highest standards. May this second edition leave behind an even stronger culture of discipline, professionalism, and excellence throughout the UPDF. Once again, to the Minister, our chief guest, the senior leaders and members of the clergy, distinguished guests, and the entire UPDF fraternity gathered here today, you are most welcome, and we thank you for honoring this occasion with your presence. Long live the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Long live the Republic of Uganda. It's now my honor to invite the chief umpire to address you and tell us the winners so they can receive the trophies from our guests of honor. Thank you.
The chief guest, who is also the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, your colleague ministers here present, the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces and Chairman of the Steering Committee of the CDF Interforce Drill Competition, who is also here representing the Chief of Defense Forces, the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner General of Prisons, the Chief of Joint Staff, service chiefs, formation commanders, senior members of government here present, members of parliament, generals, senior officers, participating teams, men and women of the UPDF, invited ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to welcome you all, albeit belatedly, to the grand finale of the CDF Interforces Drill Competition, second edition, 2026. The CDF Interforces Drill Competition was organized to promote and assess excellence in military drills, discipline, turnout, teamwork, coordination, and ceremonial standards among the participating teams. The competition provided an opportunity to demonstrate the importance of cohesion, precision, confidence, and healthy competition among the participating teams. As Chief Judge, my responsibility was to ensure that the assessment process was conducted professionally, impartially, consistently, and in accordance with the approved competition rules, judging criteria, and standards. Chief Guest, sir, allow me to provide an overview of the conduct of the judging process, which includes the composition and roles of the panel of judges, the formations assessed, conduct of the competition, assessment methodology, and observations. The judges panel comprised qualified and experienced personnel with the necessary knowledge and practical experience in military drill, ceremonial procedures, and evaluation. Chief Guest, sir, please allow me introduce the team of umpires and supporting staff. Hi, Lieutenant General Retired Nakibus La Kara is the Chief Judge. Brigadier General Michael Sosi Sasanga, Deputy Chief Judge. There were two teams of judges or umpires. Team A was led by Lieutenant Colonel Hassan Mukaire. Please, I request your team to stand up for recognition. Team Bravo was led by Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Kulu. Please, may your team stand up for recognition. The complaints committee was led by Colonel Ivan Makumbi Lwanyaga. May your team stand up for recognition. Timekeepers, Warrant Officer 1 Mugisha Robert from SFC and Warrant Officer 1 Kamuli Lillian from Vital Assets. The Secretariat was led by Captain Olise Mweseje, supported by other staff. I thank the strategic leadership. The competition involved drill teams representing the participating services and formations as organized by the implementation committee. The judges assessed each team independently under the same conditions and standards. The two panels of judges scored each team independently, whereupon the results of each team were added and an average score determined. Notably, the order of performance was determined in accordance with the approved competition guidelines. In this regard, the participating teams demonstrated varying levels of preparation, precision, coordination, and mastery of the prescribed drill sequences. The formal launch of this 2nd August at the Land Force Headquarters, Bombo. As earlier said by the chairperson of the implementation committee, 18 teams from different services and formations participated. The preparation for the CDF Interforces drill competition was three-phased. Phase 1 involved preparation of teams at their respective formations and service headquarters. Phase 2 involved the initial assessment and elimination, which was conducted for 3 days from 21st to 23rd August 2026 here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. During this period, the judges assessed a set of 6 teams a day and independently awarded marks based on the approved criteria. Phase 3, execution of the grand finale, which is today. A total of 6 teams qualified for the finals of the CDF Interforces Drill Competition, 2nd edition. And these are 3 Infantry Division, 5 Infantry Division, Special Forces Command Alpha, UPDF Air Forces, Eagle Team, Directorate of Women Affairs, and Military Police. Guest of honor, sir, there is a particular segment of the competition which specified that the personnel should be warrant officers. Therefore, whichever service or formation did not fill the required personnel was sanctioned. The judging process has been conducted without favor, prejudice, or external influence, and all teams were subjected to the same standards and assessment procedure. The competition demonstrated a commendable level of discipline, commitment, and professionalism among the participating team. Key observations include strong levels of enthusiasm and competitive spirit among the teams, generally high standards of turnout and military bearing, variations in the precision, synchronization, and timing of drill movements, a need for continued emphasis on uniformity in the interpretation and execution of prescribed drill procedures. Guest of honor, sir, the competition has clearly demonstrated that sustained practice, effective leadership, and attention to detail remain essential to achieving excellence in military drill. These observations did not generally affect the overall integrity and successful conduct of the competition. In conclusion, the Chief of Defense Forces Interforces Drill Competition has been successfully conducted and provided an important platform and professionalism throughout the assessment process. The performance of all participating teams is commendable, and the lessons identified be used to further improve future competitions. The competition has reinforced the importance of drill as not merely a ceremonial activity, but an essential instrument for developing discipline, cohesion, responsiveness, confidence, and professional military standards. I thank you for listening to me.
A very big round of applause to our Chief Umpire, Lieutenant General Nakibus Lakara, also the General Manager, Uganda Air Cargo Corporation. Thank you very much, sir. As we await to hear those who have performed best and are therefore deserving of winners' prizes. The next speaker, as we wind up today's event, is the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces and Inspector General, Lieutenant General Samuel Kiding. The Chief Umpire is back with the results.
Chief Guest, sir, the overall drill winning team is Special Forces Command Alpha.
The team leader, Special Forces Commander Alpha, you are requested to march forward so that together with the commander, Special Forces Command, you receive that trophy.
Congratulations, Special Forces Command, for becoming the winners of the second edition CDF Inter-Forces Drill Competition. Well done, Special Forces Command.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Every winner This afternoon, we'll walk away with the prize. And as you can see, this year's winners, the Special Forces Command, in addition to their trophy, have been awarded a check. Well done, Special Forces Command. The trophy and the check has been well received by the Special Forces Commander, Major General Asaf Nachukuru. Very proud commander. Well done, Special Forces Command. It is a check of Uganda shillings 50 million. A check of Uganda shillings 50 million. Well done, Special Forces Command. We have other winners. Let's pay attention. Special Forces Command.
The runner-up in this category is 3 Infantry Division.
3 Infantry Division are the runner-up overall. Well done, 3rd Infantry Division. The runners-up, 3rd Infantry Division, based in the Karamoja region, with headquarters in Moroto. A very busy infantry division who are engaged in anti-wrestling, cattle wrestling operations, disarmament operations, and ensuring that part of Uganda remains peaceful and secure. They are a busy formation, but they also have time for military drills. Well done, 3 Infantry Division. And the second runners-up also win an award and a prize. And their prize is a check of Uganda shillings 15 million. 3 Infantry Division.
The best sword team, Special Forces Command Alpha.
The Special Forces Command has also won the award of the best sword team. The best sword team, Special Forces Command. Well done. Congratulations. Well done, Special Forces Command.
The best crop stick team, 5 Infantry Division.
The best crop stick team, 5 Infantry Division, with headquarters in Pader, neighboring the 3rd Infantry Division, Very well done. We still have more winners in the different categories. The Special Forces Command has 2 so far, and the 3rd Infantry Division has 1. We are awaiting the other results.
The best pace stick team, 3 Infantry Division.
Third Infantry Division has won themselves a 2nd award. And the award is Best Pace Stick Team. Well done, 3rd Infantry Division.
The best cane stick team, Directorate of Women Affairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best cane stick team, Directorate of Women Affairs.
The best foot drill team, 3 Infantry Division.
yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, oh, and if you fall, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa.
DJ
This is Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa.
Congratulations, 3rd Infantry Division.
Individual awards to best commanders. Senior officer, RO 1118, Major Patrick Atara Mawadri from Artillery Division.
Magic System, Red One, Shanti. Comme d'habitude, on est calé. Comme toujours, ça va aller. On te met la glace à coco.
The best junior officer is Lieutenant Gordon Akandwanao from SFC.
Niggas don't stop. Niggas don't stop. Niggas don't stop. But once you y'all, niggas don't stop. Yeah. Niggas don't stop. Niggas don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all. Niggas don't stop. But once you y'all, niggas don't stop.
Move your body out on the floor. Put your troubles aside. Start living. Anybody can let go. Throw away all your problems. 'Cause right now it's party time. Girl, don't feel out of place. 'Cause I'm in love with this feeling now. I hope that this will last a while. We should make it last a while. You like to drink, so do we. Get more bottles, bring them to me. Hold your glasses up, people everywhere. Now everybody reach in the air, say
And in the NCO category, we have Lance Corporal Commissioner Sumin from Motorized Infantry Division. That marks the end of the awards. I thank you.
Thank you very much, the Chief Umpire, Lieutenant General Nakibos Lakara, and your entire team, the panel of judges. Congratulations to the winning teams. Congratulations to the well-performing individuals. You have done very well. And we are now moving on. Before I invite the next speaker, let me ask our resident DJ to give us our usual CDF anthem.
The Honorable certificates to steering committee members and chairperson implementation committee.
More awards are coming to the steering committee and the implementation committee. Then we will proceed.
That is chairperson steering committee, the deputy CDF, Lieutenant General Samuel Keding.
Through the flames of struggle, our spirit.
Next is Lieutenant General Jackson Bakasumba, chairperson, member steering committee.
With every step, our legacy expands. United we march. With every step.
Next is Major General James Kinalwa, member steering committee.
We connect. From the mountains to the sea, we stand as one. United we march. For the motherland, we've won.
Next is Major General Godwin Karugaba, member steering committee. General Sadi Katemba, member steering committee.
Of the UPDF, our sacrifice and bravery, our hearts will not divide. United we march. With every
Now, Major General Wycliffe Keita doubles as a member of the implementation committee, but now is taking a certificate as chairperson implementation committee.
From the ashes of
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
we rise. Through the flames of struggle, our spirit never dies. We march forward together as one, and united we stand. With every step, our legacy expands. United we march. With every step, our African pride, from the Sahara to the savannah, we connect. From the mountains to
Thank you very much. The members of the steering committee, led by the Deputy CDF and Inspector General, and all the others, and the chairperson of the implementation committee, we are moving at pace, and we are rapidly coming to the close of today's event. It's now my pleasure to invite the Deputy CDF and Inspector General to address the audience. You're welcome, sir.
Honorable Minister of Defense and Veterinary Affairs, who is our guest of honor tonight, Honorable Ministers of State for Defense, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense and Veterinary Affairs, Inspector General of Police, Commissioner General of Prison Services, Service Commanders, Managing Director NEC, the Chief of Joint Staff, the Service Chiefs, Division and Cantonment Commanders, and Commandants of other UPDF training schools, members of the Joint Staff, the J. Straddock, who is the chairperson of the Implementation Committee, directors and commanding officers, senior officers, militants, Minister of Defense and Veterinary Affairs officials, the distinguished participants from services, formations, and units of UPDF, invited guests in your various capacities, all well-wishers, friends, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm honored today to be here to preside over, not to preside over, but to witness the second edition of the CDF Inter-Forces Drill Competition, second edition. Here at Kololo, representing the CDF, who is also the Presidential Advisor on Special Operations. The inauguration event was held here in May last year. This is a very good tradition, and we should continue to nurture it until it becomes part of our military culture. On this note, let me pay tribute to the organizers of the CDF drill competition, led by Deputy CDF, who is also the Inspector General, Lieutenant General Samo Kiding, the chairperson of the steering committee. I'm told he's around, he's present. And also, let me thank Major General Wycliffe Keita, the chairperson of the Implementation Committee. I also want to thank other members of the Steering Committee and the Implementation Committees. That is the Chief of Joint Staff, Lieutenant General Jack Bakasumba, the JS Human Resource Management, Major General James Kinalwa, and the JS Logistics, Major General Godwin Karugaba. The Commander at UMAC, Brigadier General Saad Katemba, and all others for the wonderful job done, Asante Sana. I also want to welcome all the people, the leaders, the wananchi, who have gathered here at Kololo today and all Ugandans following the event today from around the country. Your presence is a wonderful demonstration of the strong bond between the UPDF and the people of Uganda. Thank you for the support and goodwill you continue to extend to the UPDF that support, because we really appreciate it very much. Furthermore, I hope all of you have enjoyed the skills which were displayed here. That was a showcase, the best UPDF has to offer in military drill. The precision skills, teamwork demonstrated by individuals and groups in foot and sword drills, crop and cane sticks, marching are truly inspiring. Congratulations to the participants. To the participants, you have achieved something really remarkable. Your impressive display demonstrates the high standards of training and discipline within the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Congratulations and well done. A military drill is for really more than the precise and organized movement of troops on parade. And to achieve that, you must and teamwork. It develops confidence, unity, and ability to respond promptly and effectively to command. These qualities are essential to the professionalism and operational effectiveness of any modern force. And that is why we as UPDF, we are respected, because we have tried to embed this in our blood. To every participant, every participating team, I commend you for your hard work, commitment, competitive spirit. Whether or not you have emerged as a winner, your participation has strengthened the UPDF and contributed to the success of this important occasion. It is better we had the judges, but if I had volunteered to be the chief judge, I was going to make a mistake by awarding everybody 98%. Then I would have been blamed that I'm a bad teacher. But those are qualified instructors, you know them. They followed parameter after parameter. Therefore, I encourage commanders and leaders of all levels of UPDF to ensure that officers and personnel under their command have the opportunity to participate in this CDF Interforces drill competition. Drill is an integral part of our military training because discipline, teamwork, and attention to details are indispensable to the military operations. When we talk of precision, It is everywhere, even at home. We must be mindful of precision in what you do. Some of those things I can't pronounce them in public, but they require precision. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reiterate that the UPDF is a people's army. It exists to defend the country, Uganda, protect the sovereignty, protect its people, and preserve the peace, security, and stability of our country. This has happened out of your hard work. This responsibility extends to the region because we know the region we live in. And not only that, even beyond the region. That's why we are in DRC, we are in Sudan, we are in Somalia. That is a testament beyond doubt. Therefore, I call upon Ugandans and all well-wishers to continue supporting the Youth PDF as we fulfill our constitutional mandate and contribute to the building of peace, secure, prosperous, and a united country, Uganda. The security of our country is a shared responsibility, and the cooperation of our people remains central to our success as a force. As a people's army, the UPDF stands ready to support government of Uganda on strategic objectives. Where our contribution is required, wherever it is required, we are happy to work alongside various ministries and government agencies. There are so many areas, like in the field of infrastructure, we are there. In the fishing industry, we are also there, to mention a few. Distinguished guests, let me at this juncture express our profound gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commander-in-Chief, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for his visionary leadership in building the UPDF from the humble beginning of the National Resistance Army into the modern, disciplined, professional force that it is today. Together with the entire leadership of the UPDF, we pledge to consolidate these gains and take the force even to higher levels of military readiness. We must continuously improve our training, strengthen our capabilities, and remain prepared to confront any security threat within Uganda and across our region, and also beyond the region. Finally, as I conclude, let me note that the second edition of the CDF's drill cooperation has improved tremendously, and lessons were learned from the first edition. The standard of performance, discipline, coordination, participation has improved significantly. This is evidence that the competition is adding value, and the strengthening of the culture of excellence within Uganda People's Defense Forces. However, in next year's competition, we would love to see the use of pacing sticks by the drill sergeants and instructors. In fact, we would have a whole regiment on the adapt use of the pacing sticks. Also, we would want participants to wear proper parade boots. This makes parade beautiful. I go and resume my seat. I want to thank again His Excellency for strategic guidance. I want to thank from the CDF for being practical. I want to thank our Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs and all the ministers in the ministry. 2 days ago, we were in Igulu. We were in Igulu for Interforces Games. We opened it on the 4th, and it will be concluded on the 4th. On the 24th. On Monday was 24th, and we shall close on the 4th of September. Why are we doing this? We are building a nation called Uganda. We are branding our nation called Buganda. When we come together like this, we build strengths, we build capacity, we build capability, and we build knowledge. So, Honorable Minister, thank you very much. And today again you are here with all the state ministers of defense. Asante sana. Once again, I want to congratulate all the participating teams, thank the organizers, trainers, judges. I hope there will be no complaints. And everyone who has contributed have made this competition a success. I also thank our distinguished guests, fellow Ugandans and members of the public for gracing the second edition of CDF's drill competition. May God bless the Uganda People's Defense Forces. May God bless Uganda. Mungu pamoja nasi. UPDF, hurra! Now, may I take this singular honor to invite our chief guest, the Honorable Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, to come and talk to you. Honorable Minister, karibuni.
Someone needs to assist me. I'm a bit challenged. Okay. Cabinet ministers present, a Deputy Chief of Defense Forces representing the Chief of Defense Forces, Chiefs of Security Agencies present, senior and junior officers, defense attachés. Allow me to adopt the protocol already established by the speakers who came before me. But allow me to make special mention of these people in this protocol. Honorable Dr. Huda Oleru, Minister of State for Veteran Affairs. Honorable Akifeza Ngabirano, Minister of State for Defense. Hajat Minsa Kabanda, Minister for Kampala. Honorable Balam Baruhagara, Minister of Local Government. Honorable Minister Haji Juma Witonze Chiseka, Minister of State for Internal Affairs. From the NRM Central Executive Committee, allow me to recognize Mr. Uhuru Salim, and NRM Vice Chairman Kampala and Mayor of Kampala Central. Honorable Hamson Obua, NRM Vice Chairman Northern Uganda. Honorable Rakajara, NRM Vice Chairman for Workers League. Honorable Adrien Kobusinje, Chairperson Women League, NRM. Lieutenant Retired Mushabe Moses, Chairman Veterans League. Honorable Tanga Doi, Chairman Electoral Commission, NRM. And Mr. Enoch Barata, Director Legal Affairs, NRM. Allow me to also recognize Honorable Robin Arakojo, MP Gomba West, and Chairperson of Defense and Internal Affairs Committee. Brigadier General Retired Rashande Emmanuel from Remiaga County. Honorable Olobo James, MP Choga North. From the PLU, allow me to recognize Nwagawa Michael Kaguta, the Vice Chairman PLU. Honorable Fadil Twala, Secretary General PLU. Honorable Kwame Riondo, Vice Chairman Historicals PLU. Honorable Basaliza Henry, Deputy Director Mobilization PLU. Mr. Ronald Kwesiga, National PLU Coordinator Greater Luweru. Also allow me to recognize Pastor Kayanja and Pastor Bujingo. Allow me to recognize the special guest of the CDF, that's Prince Rutahaba Patrick from Mihego, DRC. Ladies and gentlemen, in your various capacities, I am simply overwhelmed but honored to stand here before you at this second edition of the CDF Interforces Drilling Competition 2026. What I have seen here today is simply amazing. Well done, all of you participants. What we celebrate today is not simply a drilling exercise. We celebrate growth and excellence of the UPDF. Like the Deputy CDF just said, this whole month we have been celebrating UPDF. We have seen members of the UPDF fraternity retire honorably all the way to generals. On Monday, I was in Gulu together with the Deputy CDF opening the Interforces Games and Shooting Competition. Today, we have the closure of the CDF drill competition. This is a celebration of excellence in the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Drill is not just marching. Drill is the foundation of military discipline. It is where obedience, teamwork, alertness, and pride in service are built. When we drill, we learn to listen intently, obey instantly and correctly, work as one body and not as individuals, and maintain smartness and endurance even under pressure. So we celebrate you, the participants. An army that cannot drill cannot fight. The precision we have seen here today on the parade square reflects the precision you will apply in the battlefield, in peace support operations, and in defending Uganda. So to the competitors, you have all been extremely outstanding. Every unit represented here has shown very high standard of foot drill, arm drill, and command and control. Your instructors and company commanders have done a commendable job. Remember, in a competition there will be winners and runners-up and even losers at times. But in discipline, in these drills, we are all winners. The UPDF as a whole wins when our drills are excellent. Well done, Uganda People's Defense Forces. This competition also reminds us of our core values of patriotism, discipline, Pan-Africanism, and professionalism. A smartly turned out soldier is a disciplined soldier. A disciplined soldier is a patriotic soldier who will never betray his country. So to the winning teams and the participants, congratulations. You have set very high standards. Maintain it. We shall be measuring you again next year. To those who have not taken away any trophies today, go back and train hard. Drill is a daily practice, it's not a one-day event. I want to thank most profoundly the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the entire leadership of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, and the organizing committee for organizing this important event that enhances combat readiness, but more importantly, for establishing an army that is recognized on this continent and world over. We thank you. As we prepare to conclude, let us remember that Uganda expects discipline from its army. The Wananchi respect us, that is the UPDF, when they see our smartness, when they see our discipline, and they see our unity. You have made us extremely proud this entire week. Thank you very much, the UPDF. Before I resume my seat, allow me to award 2 certificates. One to Lieutenant General Nakibas Lakara, the Chief Judge, and the second one to Brigadier General Michael Sesanga, the Deputy Chief Judge. I will tell you shortly why I awarded them here.
From the ashes of the revolution, we rise. Through the flames of struggle, our spirit never dies. We march forward together as one, and united we stand. With every step, our legacy expands. United we march. With every step,
This I did to make sure that all of you participants know who the judges were. I didn't participate in that judging exercise. You know, you have tools which are, you have skills which I may not possess as a Minister of Defense. So I needed to make sure that if you have any challenges with the results, those are the people responsible, not me. But really, ladies and gentlemen, members of the UPDF, keep the UPDF flag high. Long live the Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Long live the Chief of Defense Forces. Long live UPDF. Viva UPDF. Long live the Republic of Uganda. Thank you all for listening to me, for God and my country. Thank you.
Mgeni wa Isma, huo ndio mwisho ya gwaride. Naomba kutoa gwaride uwanjani, mgeni wa Isma.
You put on the other music. Then team leaders, meanwhile, you go to this tent so that you pick up certificates of your teams. Hiya, DJ music. Hiya, members, enjoy, celebrate.
Kuishi mbali 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 mbali, ningekuwa na mabawa ningeruka kurudi nyumbani, lakini niko mbali 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 mbali. Moyo wangu nalilia sauti ya mama yangu, lakini niko mbali 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 mbali.
Kila njia ninayotembea
unikumbusha nyumbani,
lakini niko mbali
mbali mbali mbali. Habari mbaya zikifika,
nani atanijulisha?
Niko mbali 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 mbali.
Mama kiugua,
mbali niko mbali. Wakati mwingine ninaota nimerudi nyumbani, lakini niko mbali.
Nimekaa na familia yangu karibu na moto wa nyumbani,
lakini niko mbali. Nasikia sauti ya bibi yangu akiimba usiku, lakini niko mbali.
Ninaamka nikikuta bado niko peke yangu,
niko mbali sana, mbali mbali mbali.
Baba kiugua,
nani atanijulisha maana niko mbali.
wanted to. When I was a little girl, my grandma told me that I could be just anything that I wanted to. She said that everything I work for, everything I wish for, everything I look for, it is right in front of me. Everything I work for, everything I wish for, everything I look for, it is right in front of me. And she said, Haba, haba, ucha, saki, baba. Haba, haba, ucha, saki, baba. Haba, ucha, saki, baba. Haba, haba, ucha, saki, baba.
Obaba wakusaba ekitiri kino ekya SFC bagenda maaso n'okubanga baselebratinga bagenda maaso n'okubanga atulaba ku Soul TV geego amazina oba n'essanyu gyogenda maaso n'okubanga olaba kwatulaba ku Soul TV aba SFC oba Special Forces Command bagenda maaso n'okubanga balaga obuwagizi baabwe oluvannyuma lw'okuwangula 50 million era nga leero essanyu gyogenda maaso n'okubanga olaba bagenda maaso n'okubanga atulaba ku Soul TV. Abantu babadde balowooza nti obuwanguzi buno abantu bagenda maaso n'okubanga baselebratinga ebisinga ku bino tugenda kubanga of course tubisengeka mpolampola oba obulungi mu mawole gaffe aga Omunyo live n'Omunyo kusatu. For now njagala munzikirize neebaza ettiimu yonna gyetukoze nayo olunaku olwaleero okuviira ddala mu control paka okutuuka wano wetuli maaso n'okubanga maaso n'okubanga tubalaga nti omukolo bwe gutyo bwe gutambudde. Njagala munzikirize nsobole okubanga mbasimbulira wano bannange. Njagala kubatikiriza ennaku z'omwezi 25 tugenda kubeera wano ku kisaawe ekya Kololo ku lunaku olwa Independence Night. Tulina okubanga weeteekate ogenda maaso n'okubanga atulaba. For now njagala kubalekera celebrations ez'aba Special Forces Command n'amazina agagenda mu maaso oluvannyuma lw'okuba nti basobodde okubanga bawangula. Bano beba overall winners era bawangudde millions 50. Abokubiri bafunye millions 15 ng'ekifaananyi kyogenda mu maaso n'okubanga olaba nga bajaganya era nga omukolo asobodde okubanga awangula zino millions 50 zasobodde okubanga awangula oluvannyuma lw'okuba nti beba overall winners aba Reels 2026 bagenda maaso n'okubanga atulaba wano ku Soul TV. Era sanyu byogenda maaso n'okubanga olaba. Don't stop. So yes, njogera maaso n'okubanga olaba aba Special Forces Command basobodde okubanga aba overall winners era nga yes, njogera maaso n'okubanga alaba abali ku Soul TV.
Happening now. Tutaataganya mu mpeereza yaffe okukutuusaako ebyakagwawo. Soul Television Femunyo. Essaala ya Mukama waffe. Matayo essula ey'omukaaga olunyiriro olw'omwenda. Kitaffe ali mu ggulu erinnya lyo litukuzibwe. Obwakabaka bwo bujje. By'oyagala bikolebwe mu nsi nga bwe bukolebwa mu ggulu. Otuwe leero emmere yaffe eya leero. Otusonyiwa ebibi byaffe nga naffe bwe tusonyiwa abatukola obubi. Totutwala mu kukemebwa naye otulokola eri omubi. Kubanga obwakabaka n'obuyinza n'ekitiibwa bibyo emirembe n'emirembe. Amiina.